There we go. Does that work? I still had it on my record settings. That better? Yeah, here we are. Sorry, folks. I was still on record mode, so I was. Oh boy. I blame Args. Always blame Args. How are we, folks? Nice to see you. This is a fun one tonight. Mr. PMC himself, Snake Man, is in the chat to answer all of your questions. But we are on what we think, after chatting the other night, is a bit of a FarmSim world record, unofficial, of course. And we are looking at quite possibly the biggest map that has ever been on FarmSim. Now, I think it's probably worth clearing this up, isn't it, PMC? We don't class these as maps because they aren't polished, finished, completed maps that you would jump into and play it in an official kind of capacity as you would, let's take a Calmsden or even a base game map like an Elm Creek. These are so PMC's time is focused on, and jump in if you think I'm doing you a disservice here. PMC develops real world terrains, so he takes real world satellite data. And he uses those to help people make maps. So, for example, North Dakota, that didn't use terrain, but the next map that AFB is coming out with, he's been working with PMC to develop that real-world terrain. And I know you've done it with a few other map makers as well, haven't you? PMC, Snake Man, whatever we should call you tonight. But this is all about terrains and creating terrains. So this is why I called it a terrain in the thumbnail rather than an official map. But what it does do is give you a really nice empty, I guess, canvas to create your own map from. So for example here, you've got an empty map. This hasn't got all the field dimensions put into it yet. So it's only some of the fields are set up, but once these are all set up, and actually we're going to go and have a look at one of his other terrains in a little while as well. We've got a 10k terrain as well, which is well worth having a look at. But I think it's a really nice option. Now, one of the things we will have to say is, because of the size of this, and again, I'm going to have to use Snake Man's knowledge here, because of the size of this, you have to lower the resolution of the files. So you can see there's a little bit of movement in some of these because they are reduced size, because you cannot put, what was it, a 32,000 pixel resolution image in. It just crashes Giants Editor. So it has to have a lower res. Although it still works, and you get some kind of weird stuff as well. And we'll show you with the combine headers later. There you go, density image resolution. You get some kind of funky things with the headers as well. But what I have taken the liberty of doing, because I think it could be quite a good fun game for us to play with, because the fields are, like, I can't even tell you. So I've set up 6 of Ford Ags, Seed Hawks, with tankers on the back. A little bit of a selection of different tractors. We're gonna seed field 1, or at least get it kicked off. But we're gonna seed this field. We'll just set it up and run for a little bit. We'll go for a drive first because I want to demonstrate how nuts this is. But this is field 1. I mean, literally, as far as the eye can see, field 1 would be bigger than a 2K map, I think. And there it is. So there's your farmyard. There's your field. That is that field there. Oh, now it's going to save, and it takes a little bit of time to save. It takes a little bit of time to load as well. There we go. So we're on half resolution here. Thomas Crick, hello from Iceland. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Yeah, I might just turn... That's a good idea, Stormtrooper. I might just turn autosave off because every time I jump into here, it's going to take a good minute or so to save. Wonder how well this would work for a UK style map. It seems to be honest, Days, I think you're right with more undulations, a lot more trees. I think it would be huge. Now I have to say, performance-wise, granted we've no trees, we've got no buildings, we've got nothing in there. This sits at a solid 60 frames a second the whole time. Where was I? Autosave, I was going to say, turn off. Autosave interval off. There we go. Good call, Eric. Imagine trying to rock pick field 1. So yes, field 1, there you go. Now what I thought we might do is jump in a Jeep and we'll go for a spin. 100k potato harvest field. Calm down, Emils. Calm down. There we go. Right, so I think we'll go for a spin. And I think we'll go... Where are we? Where are we based here? So we can take a run out this way, or we can go due north. Let's go. Should we go north? So we'll head out the gate here, we'll go along to here, and we will head north on this road. Now, there aren't any real... There aren't any real roads on this as well yet. This is, like we said, very much a terrain map. But there we go. Unlocked, I'm running at anything between 60 and 80 frames a second. Rarely going under it. Which is pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Right. So we'll drive along here. Escape map view is very misleading as to the size. Oh yeah, it really is. Tech, you can ask him. He's just above you there. But PMC, did you just do? Did you just do FarmSim stuff, or are you gonna, or can you do it for other games? So I should put a timer on this, shouldn't I? I mean, how long have we been going now? I am going to put a timer on this. I'll just get my phone timer because I can't be bothered setting something up. I should have done that before the stream, shouldn't I? Stopwatch, reset, start. There we go. So we have just made it to the first road, so let's just check where we are. For bearing's sake. Yes, we're here. So I'm going to run north now. So we're starting now. PMC should have been on voice. He was happy being in chat. So we are running at 75 miles an hour. We will just sit here for a little while. So 45 kilometers square. So 45k by 45k this is. Yes, we've got a few telegraph poles and a few fields. Now you see we've started to come to the fields now which haven't been had their boundaries marked, so you can see here we've got just painted fields here. Stepping on the roads. Yeah, if you remember Args, when we were watching Ola's stream, he's saying you actually end up with having to cut the resolution down even on a 16 times map for these stepped edges, which is frustrating. Now PMC is his link is in the description to this vid already. He's going to release this at the end of the stream, so we can all download and have a play on it. He's also got some other ones out as well. So it could be quite good for now. How long have we been going for? 2 minutes we've been driving. So we'll keep going a bit longer. You know, I think something like this is just really cool to download, have a look at, and get. I mean, this is pushing the boundaries of what FarmSim could do, and I think that's what PMC was trying to do with this. Just see how far you can push the game, how far you can take it. This wasn't about creating a beautiful, polished map. This was about just what is the engine capable of? What can you get out of this? Now we can paint stuff as well. I will get a faster truck. I'm doing 75 miles an hour. I want to stop in a little minute, and I just want to see where we are to give you an idea of the scale of this. Because we'll stop at about maybe 4 minutes. But it is... Now imagine if the game wasn't limited by running on last-gen consoles. Don't poke the bear, Arx. Don't poke the bear. So there's there's some nice little undulations in the texture as well. It's not a flat map. It's got some really nice little contouring on it, hasn't it? Which is nice to see. So even with that, and the redraw distance isn't offensively bad. There we go. Okay, so we are coming up to 4 minutes in. And we'll have a little stop. Still sitting at a comfortable 50, there you go, 56, 58 FPS. So it could be interesting if you put a few trees in here and things like that. Died and gone to farming heaven. You're not wrong, chef. So there you go, 4 minutes. Let's stop here at 4 minutes. Now we could continue. Oh, we could see how far we've got. So there we are. 4 minutes to get to there. And now if I zoom out... There you go. So let's say 4, 8, 12. It's going to take us 15 minutes to get to the top of the map. From not even the bottom of the map. So I would say there's a 20-25 minute drive end to end on this map at 75 miles an hour. So, yeah. That's kind of insane, isn't it? That is kind of insane. Who asked about contracts? That's a good question. I don't think... No contract set up yet. This is what I'm saying. This is very much a terrain that you could build on. Now we can... I think he did just add in landscaping before, so we do have the option to throw a few trees in. So this is where it could get really quite good fun. You could drop a few trees in. There we go. You set up some farms. You'd have to set your field boundaries as well. Although now somebody might be able to tell me. New courseplay. Could you set field boundaries if you did a lap? Terraform the whole map. Dig down. So yeah, you know, all your tools are in here to do this kind of stuff, which is nice. There you go. So it doesn't take long to get creative with this. You could really have some fun, couldn't you? So I was going to turn around and then drive back, but there's just kind of no point, is there? Now technically a map like this size should run, if I'm going to say it, if this was a PC only game, more than enough computational power to run a map like this. What we're creaking with now, I think, is the limit of the engine. Actually the game engine. And even not even game engine to play it. Actually Giants Editor to build the maps. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Abandon, and we'll go back here. And we're going to have some fun. So let's set up 6 seeders. with courseplay and see what happens. So I thought we'd just have a bash with this and just see what happens. So the boundaries on the course are quite good. Helicopters, that might be the way forward. This could do with an airport, couldn't it? Right, let's set up 6 of these. So what we want to do is just let these run. I'm interested to see how far you could get with some of these. We're going to do combines. There's a ripe field of wheat over on the other side as well. So this could be interesting. Never do a live demo. We've said this before, haven't we? Right, a little bit of courseplay. It's just nuts when you open it, isn't it? Look at that. That's where our car is. There we are on our little tiny field. It doesn't give away how massive it is, does it? So, no, I can't even find my tractor. I can't even zoom in anymore. Oh my god, there we are. Right, let's create a job. Courseplay fieldwork, yes. It's nice the way it's bordered that, actually. Open course generator, we have got... Oh, it only lets you do 5. No! Oh well, that's fine. 1 headland is enough. Start working on the headlands, smooth corners, up and down, skip rows. We don't want to do that, although this could end in tears, couldn't it? Let's just do it. Generate fieldwork course. Let's see how long this takes to do. I like that as well, Args. It's kind of self-sensed the border, which is good. We're going to look at the red, white, and blue terrain that he's done. It's the 10k terrain that he's done, which is worth having a look. Oh, Trey's already got it. There we go. That didn't take too long, did it? Let's close that. Reckon we could get this done in 2 hours, couldn't we? I'm going to save it because we want to add it to the other tractors. Activate. There we go. Now I should be able to just... First waypoint. Yeah, that looks like it's in the right place. And this would be left too. I've hit the go button. Uh-oh. My screen went very white then for a second. But it came back. Frame rate is good, Jim. We are looking at a healthy 70 FPS at the moment. He's creeping forward. Right. Let's go and get the other ones ready, shall we? This will be interesting. That wasn't starting courseplay then, but we could get all this set up and it won't work. Love the noises on this, by the way. Yeah, cosplay's just said do not have compute. Alright, let's fire this up as well. Load course. There we go. Oh, it didn't work. Load course. Activate. Some of that's a little not as intuitive as I would like, but We'll get there. 2, 6, 5 of these. 5. So we'll leave one of the... we'll leave one of the 9 RXs out. Tech, this is 22, yes. Kind of hoping this works. I'm very disappointed if I set all this up and courseplay just goes, nah, not today. Yes, yeah, Mike Mitchell roleplay. Let's be honest, if we can get this up and running, it's going to look pretty cool. I'm going to have to get a screenshot for forward ag. There we go, right. Load course, activate. And this would not be left to, this would be center. Tech, this is the link to PMC's page is in the description for the vid. And this vid hasn't this hasn't been released as terrain, but PMC is going to release it at the end of the stream. I might have to roll everybody up a little bit closer. Next multiplayer map. I'd be interested to see what this would do on a server, right? Right, let's get this unfolded. I'm too far over now. Hopefully they'll sort themselves out. Let's load this while he's waiting. Activate. Let's set this to, this would be right 1. And 1 for the road. The only problem is, I bet you on the turns they'll end up crashing into each other. Last one. I'm just to see how much seed you would use on this field. That's right. You have one production point in the corner of the map, and everybody has to drive to it. Imagine what your fuel bills would be like. What do you full say there? 70 miles an hour, 112 kilometers an hour, 45 kilometers, 24 minutes, top to bottom of this. That's pretty cool, isn't it? This could end in tears, by the way. This could be all for nothing. Let's see. Where is the follow me mod? Yeah. It would be perfect for something like this, wouldn't it? Right. Load it up. Load course, activate. This would be right 2. Now I've got to go and click 5 play buttons and see what happens. Okay, it's doing. I've got the spinny wheel of death. Oh, the fruit can't be planted in August. Of course it can't. Right, let's turn that off as well. We are planting. You can't stop us. Seasonal growth. No. There you go. But that's a positive. Another button pressed. It's the urge to press it more than once rather than wait. 3. Oh, he started nicely. 4. And the last one. Ready? Okay, moment of truth. Moment of truth. They're all going to sit there with the engines running, aren't they? I did press that. Try again. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, he's not moving. For some reason he's not moving. Maybe he's not got enough power. All the others moved pretty well, didn't they? He's not moving. It's almost like he's bogged down here. I've not got manual attach or anything. John Les, how are you doing? The others seem quite comfortable with starting. He's not. Wonder what's happened here. He was starting to creep forward before. I think I've maybe... Do you put go to in start position? Do you not need to? You don't need to anymore. You don't need to, Mally. Now all the other ones are running okay. So if I jump into this one, if I turn him off, see, he's running fine. But I noticed this before I even moved the other ones into the field. He was he'd stopped moving. I can't even see, look, with nothing on him, he's rolling at 1 mile an hour. It's almost like he's got it's almost like he's got courseplay running, but he hasn't, if you know what I mean. See what I mean? Look at the speedo's blue. So, let's grab on it there. Let's just get another tractor, shall we? Let's give that a test. I think we're close here. I do think we're close. Let's try another versatile. They were working well, weren't they? I've not broken courseplay. No. 610, 655. Julie's. Let's put GPS on in case it all goes horribly wrong. Right. There it is. If this is going to go, it's going to go good. Went for the Freedom Convoy. I think we can get this to work. I do. I'm... No. I think we definitely broke that tractor. Let's just move him out of the way. See? Lightweight junk. Big buds. Well, did you see DJ's FarmSim news today? Looks like there might be a big bud pack coming. come back to the start. Have to take it to the dealer, I know, right? Right, so let's load up. In fact, let's unfold him first. Should have put my convoy on, actually. We'll just check that. Okie dokie, let's have a look. Convoy. Let's go up to about 350. Give them a bit of breathing space between them. E60, there we go. And load up course. Load course, activate. And we would be left 1, not left 2. Boom. Last one. Oh, it's all going horribly wrong! Oh dear. They made it 5 seconds. Oh, I know why. I know why. I've set it up wrong. Left 2 and left 1. He's the further one out. I got my stuff mixed up. That'll buff out. No issue. Nothing to see here. It's all good. Let's move that case out of the way. See? I've always said this. Courseplay never gets it wrong. It's always user error. Right, let's try and fix this. This could be a disaster, trying to fix this. I might need to fold him. There we go. Knew we had to do that. Just get him out of the way a little bit. Just enough to get him past. I'm going to check all my layouts now just to make sure. So left 1. No, left 2. Left 1. So he was just getting himself into position there. They were just waltzing. Alright, it's a little bit concertinaed up, but we'll fix that. Centre. Right 1. So old JD here must be right 2. So they're all too far over. I've kind of not given them enough credit, actually. First waypoint, go. Here we go. See you later, Pan. Thanks for dropping in. Right, here we go. Nearest waypoint, let's try that. Left 2. Oh, I wonder if I turned him off as well, didn't I? Did I turn him off as well? Yeah, I turned him off as well. That's why. Not everybody's got to be turned on. That's a new thing for 22, that. Okay, stop! Why is he turning round? Is he doing the nearest waypoint thing? Right, okay, let's give him all a bit more breathing space. That's my problem, I think. I've got everything right on top of each other. The official streamer, yeah, thing. Nothing to see here. Move along. Just move him slightly out of the way so we can get past. We will make this work. What I'm doing is I'm showing you some of the challenges with courseplay so that you don't make the same mistakes. It's my public service. It is my public service. Yeah, I'm going to have to knock their wages down to 50%, aren't I? Right, nearest waypoint, go. You are on, and we'll turn on the case next. The other ones seem to be alright at the moment. I say that every week. Thanks, ESAP! I do say that every week, actually, don't I? So he can go first waypoint. Let's see what happens now. Again, this is where you find out that everything behind is about to clatter into each other. Oh my god, they're all doing it. Where are they going? If he can get his turn in before the other guy arrives. No, he's just concertinaed up on himself. What is going on? Right. Why are they... Why can't they just go? Exactly, Jim. Exactly. You get to see the warts and all version. So here's a question. Could I leave him folded? Let him do his pirouette as to where he wants to go. We send everybody back to the beginning. We could do that, couldn't we? These lot have crashed into each other anyway. You know what we might do? Park them off field. Whoa. Got a bit of a tank slapper on there. Why is he moved? So he's moved into... I'm not far enough over, so this is field, actually. Even though the brown stuff is... That's what it was. He's trying to turn round because it was too far over, maybe. There we go. I thought the field edge started there. That might explain things a little bit. Let's give it a go. Yeah, so they're all getting in each other's way because they're all too far over. Let's see what happens now. This farmer's really good insurance. So he's off. That's why he didn't start. This'll be worth it, guys. No, he's going to do a U-turn as well. Why? Why? Ah, because he's on first waypoint. Too much stuff to remember here, I tell you. Nearest waypoint. Go. Rainier, you are right as well about that. That's a good point. I need to set it to 360 for all of them. Let's just do that now, before they end up battering into each other at the end of a... It's a shame you can't... Oh, you can key it. I was like, you can't key it. Yes, you can. 350. Look at that. Now, why has 3 overtaken... Did I not turn him on? He's on the 350 setting, I bet. I bet he's the one I put on 350. Oh no, he's not. There we go. Let's get all these set up and then 350. I will look at that in a minute. Your more commas. One more. Poor guy at the back's just been abandoned. It's Cadet driving the lead tractor. There you go. Another duffer of a tractor. It's doing that thing again. These don't have the power, guys. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this and get another tractor in. The 9 RTs are total doozies. They do not play well. I don't know if it's with the C-Talks or... Let's get in frisbeed this. Get rid of another one. Yeah, guys, if you could hit the like button, that would be awesome. If you are enjoying this carnage, that's the only way I can describe it. Let's take this. There we go. Yeah, something weird about them. It's almost when they can't pull the vehicle. So there you go, guys. If you're getting the C-Talk, Sean, cup of tea in hand, enjoying the show. I like it. Quality entertainment. I'm glad I aim to please. I aim to please. Trying to run 6 C-Talks at once. That's no mean feat. That is no mean feat. Right, there we go. Seed, let's load the course. Let's activate the course. Let's come out. Let's set it to right 2. That's our most fartherly one. We will set our convoy distance to 350 feet. And we will hit the go button. The sides are hurting. So he's waiting in convoy now. Argsy, you'll be able to relate to this. It's like, yeah, he's not doing anything, is he? He's not lowered down, is he? Let's change that. Yeah, you can relate, because this will be like Western Oz, won't it, Args? Some reason he'd not triggered his... There we go. We missed a... There was a few U-turns in the field when we didn't want them. You've got to laugh, right? If you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? Oh, this is going to end in tears. What do we think? Versatile at the front and Versatile number 4 there. They're not gonna get on very well. And number 6 has not done anything either over there. Dace closed his Blender file to concentrate more. Wow. Oh, the reason I'm wearing a gopher's hat as well is because my dog chewed my FarmSim guy hat. It's been a low point of the week, that. Yeah, it looks like we're getting 3 on the headlands. I don't know what's happened to number 6. He's just gone, nah, I'm not joining you. What's his plan? What do we reckon? He's just gonna sit and watch. He's gone. He's in a different field. He's just like, nah, I'm just gonna start planting somebody else's field. I'm not even gonna go and get him. I'm just gonna leave him. Where's he going? Let's go and see what he's up to, actually. We might do that, Args. That's quite a good idea. Just a strip of wheat across the field. Well, he's running the course. I've always found this 3's about the maximum, right? For me, it's about the maximum. Hats off to Args when he did it with Western Australia, but I could never get 3 running. You could get 3 running well like this, which is great. But anything more than that started to become a bit of a chore, and it was always on headlands. Once you got your headlands sorted, you could go look our even though we're planting our we're not getting the planted texture here. It's interesting, isn't it? Once it's picked up the edge texture, it's not planting, but bit of a test. Let's roll this guy forward, right? Maybe he's too far away from the nearest waypoint. See, that's going down. I wonder if they're not turned on then. Try it now. Add it to the notes. Yeah, it's a little bit of a test bed, right? So he's going to line himself back up. So he is actually starting now. That's good. Now the question is, will he go straight on? Or not? Now you see, this is one of the things Snake Man said, that actually it's working okay with this, but with the combines, he actually cuts wider than the header. Helper buy, is that on or off? It is. It's off at the moment, I think. I think he'll go straight on with his buddy as well. Helper buying seeds. It will be, actually, because there you go. Off. Oh, so he has done the headlands. So that's interesting. Why did our friend in the other versatile just not do the headland? Left one is messed up because center was behind him. Should be the other way around. Ah, yeah. That makes sense. Well, he's gone now. We've lost him forever. Can we even see him? There he is. Edge of field 4. Interestingly, he stopped himself there. Shall we take him back? Let's take him back, shall we? He's realised the error of his ways and stopped. Just crush somebody else's field. It's not even our field, this. Ah, PMC, welcome back. You've missed nothing. Everything's running swimmingly. Dirk, this is a massive map. Indeed it is. He is, I know. I go and knock on the neighbour's door. Hi, yeah, I kind of let one of my 84-foot seeders get away from me while I was setting up one of my other tractors. Yeah, give me 1 sec, Hamish, and I'll try and get this guy kicked off, and we'll see where he goes from there. Now they're in the right order. We might Mega Snake. This is big bud country. It kind of is. The 1,000 horsepower tractor. +600 horsepower on this. So he now should join up with our pals up here. Oh, tank slapper on. Look at that. Drift. I'm drifting my 600 horsepower versatile with about 200 tons of equipment behind it. Still not holding out much hope when they come to their first end rows. Let's see what happens now, shall we? Hit the button. There he goes. He's back on track. So there we go. Alright, we've missed a little bit, but we're in order. They're running ahead. Yeah, they start to line themselves up again. He's doing this headland here, so we would have run 5 on the headlands, which is interesting. That's good. So let's go back. Hamish, you want to see the map again? So, were you here at the start, Hamish? Were you here when we drove the truck? There we go. Were you here when we drove the truck from here to here? Dan, 45 kilometres by 45 kilometres, yes. Yes, indeed. Can do another truck demo if we want. Yeah, the ground texture keeps the ground texture. Once it's run over the stubble texture, it pulls it back this way. It is planting though. Not sure what it'll say if we roll over here. So it is, yeah. There you go. Wheat growing. So it is actually registering. But this guy, who we started on this texture, has kept this texture. So many good mods out at the moment, by the way. See, I've got the growth stage indicator on here, so seeing field info there tells me what stage of growth my crop is at, which is quite nice. Oh, Esab wasn't. Okay, Esab, let's do this just for you, mate. So, let's start a stopwatch. Again, we'll do this again. We are here. So there's our start point. In fact, we're going to go south, and we're going to drive to here. This place here. I don't know what that is. Looks like a farmyard. So we're going to drive to there, Esab. Okay. So I'll start the timer. Timer started. This is Ben Kemper's Dodge Ram, by the way. or RAM. If you want this, Google him on Facebook. It's good. Oh, next segment's been timed out. What's going on? Sport. You boys. What are you like? A ram. So, we are driving now. We are driving at 75 miles an hour. Like I said, I put those trees in, by the way. They are, you know, again, you could do your own stuff on here. You can actually, I think there's you could actually get roads as well, can't you now? Or road marking, so you could really go to town on it. With great power comes great responsibility, Taz. So we'll keep going. Is there a mod to remove the need to roll fields after seeding? You don't need to roll fields after seeding. It will just obviously take a bit of off the yield bonus, yeah. Do you earn the whole map right away, Chris? No, you don't. And I'll show you what I've bought, and I'll tell you how much it cost. Hey, Black Dog, nice to see you. So we're still going here. 2 minutes in. So we've forecast it's around about a 24 to 25 minute drive, edge to edge. North to south or east to west on the map. So, yeah, 2.5 minutes in. It is ridiculous. He said, wait until I zoom back out and I'll show you how far we've gone. We are 3 minutes in now. And we'll just keep going. Oh, some trees. You put some trees in. There are a few. The gradient is very subtle, but it's rolling. Think Montana. Think Saskatchewan. Think kind of, yeah, up there. It's not a million miles away from that. So there is nice subtle rolling kind of. It's not pan flat, which is quite nice. So there we go. Our farm is up there. So let me just jump back to the map here, Esab. There's our farm. So we've driven from here to here, and it's taken us 4.5 minutes. And let me just so from here to here, and let me just go back out to the main map again. So there you go. Not even there. I think we were, weren't we? We were there. We've driven to there in 4.5 minutes. So all the way up here is, in fact, let me... There's the field that the rogue seeder went in. There's our farm over there. I don't even think we'll see the trees that we planted. I mean, the horizon kicks in before you get so far. So we are, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting on the 5th field there from where we are. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Halfway up there. So that is all you can see visually. It's just colossal. It's frightening. Who would who would like to answer Crash Bandit's question? There you go. 2,025 square kilometers. Let's go and see how our seeders are doing. I think the end of this path, but it is very it's a blank canvas, right? It is a blank canvas. You could play around with this, you know, if we wanted to. Let's just get creative for a second. You know, you could do a little bit of grass work around the edges here. No, it is doing it in squares. Let's change it to circles. That is the limitation of the scale of it. Am I right, PMC? Because it's been blown up so much, you can only do squares. So you would have to layer something over the map. But trees look good. There you go, you could have some fun. You can see pixels. Let's fire up the mini-map. Look at the mini-map, you can't even work out where you are. Totally lost my bearings now. Totally lost my bearings. Where even are the seeders now? Oh, I'm another road over. Okay, next junction. Ah, Nick, you're back. Welcome back. Well, that's not even a road. I thought I could run down. I'm going to run down there because I'm in a 4x4. There we go. But I am impressed with the performance. Like I said, if you ended up sticking buildings and trees all over this map, you would start to kind of eat into your performance. But at the moment, Sean, can you explain how this map was created and where it is based on? So, PMC is in the chat, who is the creator of this behemoth. So he'll give you a little bit more background. It is a fictional area, but I think it uses real-world terrain data, doesn't it, PMC? Field dividers. Quite right. And that's how you would have it, maybe not as wide as this, but up in the big open prairie lands, you would just have green space between fields, wouldn't you? There we go. There's a couple of seeders over there. I think they're the boys bringing up the rear. Wonder if we could get the whole thing finished. Ah, right, so you've just created the height maps in this one. There's two of our boys. Running well. And here's our other three. They are running close, actually, aren't they? They're not sticking to their they're not sticking to their distances. Oh, there you go. Get out, let's get a photo for forward ag. There we go. 2 more in the distance as well. There you go. I bet you probably could actually, couldn't you? You could literally take every other map and fit them inside this one. 350 feet from the tractor, not the back of the rig. Ah, right, yeah, I suppose in that case it only leaves about 20 feet, doesn't it? These things are massive. If you're watching and you want to hit the like button, I would very much appreciate it, guys. Just helps people find the channel and find out about the channel. Nick VN, dumbish question maybe, what does anhydrous do? So anhydrous is a liquid, but when it comes into contact with air, it turns into a gas. It's very toxic, but what you do with an anhydrous tanker and an appropriate machine is you inject that liquid into the ground, and it turns into a gas in the soil, and it permeates through the soil, and it basically puts nutrients back in the soil that work very much for maize, for corn. But in fact, it's just another fertilizer. But it adds the nutrients back in. Corn can be quite intensive on. It can draw a lot of nutrients out of the ground, so they have to replace them quite quickly. If I've said any of that wrong, the guys will jump in and correct me, but I think that's roughly what I'm... Yes, that in layman's terms, that's what it does, isn't it? Used a lot on cotton as well. Okay, there you go. Okay, I've had a comment. I've had a comment that's been. Oh, Days, you deleted it. I was going to let people see that. I have to cheat. I've not cheated. I don't know what gives you the impression that I've cheated. Nothing on this screen ahead gives you the impression. So somebody's accusing me of cheating there. I can't make money, so I've had to cheat. I haven't cheated at all. Show me anywhere that I've cheated on this screen. Oh dear. I'm also using courseplay, which is cheating and lazy, apparently. So there you go. Hamish. Don't know what you're talking about. I just got up this morning and that's how much money was in my bank account. Honest governor. What's cheating in FS exactly? Ah, there you go, Margaret. I have 999999. Oh, yes, I'm on Big Farmer mode. Surely you know about Big Farmer mode. Farming cheaters will never prosper. I'll let you into another secret as well, Margaret. I can fly! Look at that! I think it's safe to say this is a demonstration rather than a gameplay. I got a loan from... Exactly. DJ Goham lent me the money. I know exactly, Args. I'm just downright lazy. It's the same as the people that say I don't really understand GPS. Why not just point your steering wheel in the right direction? You thought you could throw teddies about? Streamer mode, unlimited resources. Mally, take care, man. Thanks for dropping by. Good to see you. It was nice, that, wasn't it? Nice and smooth. Look at that. Convoy. past the stricken John Deeres that didn't make it. It's anti-survival, Trey. Nuno! Nice to see you again, man. How are you? So what do we reckon? Actually, with 6 of these guys running, or 5 of these guys running, you're going to get through that field pretty quick, aren't you? Yeah, there you go. PMC, the fields are too small, man. Don't like it. No, it's running great. Now, this is where I have the fear. This is where we're going to... I feel there might be an accident here somewhere. I also feel he's running the headland again, which is slightly worrying. 2 hours. So that's what I'm missing. That's why I miss it. Actually, have we got it as a... I need to be in a vehicle, don't I? But it should tell us. So there we go. We're I would say we're about just coming up to a third of the way through the field already. I missed the timer. I always like that in FS19 on Courseplay. There's the timer. Told you how long you'd got still to go. They may add that back in the future. 270 people watching. 270 people watching and only 202 likes. How can I have 270 people watching? Because they don't match up. Yeah, the yard looks a bit like the Ohio yard. It does, doesn't it? Now, I am intrigued to know why we're going around the headlands again. Unless it's going off to find its... let's just have a look at... So, this always impresses me. If you ever switched this on in 19, it ground your computer to a halt. But on this, it seems to be able to handle it very well. But I am intrigued now as to how we're... How have we not switched over to... diagonally. I wonder if we're going to go up here. I think we're going to go all the way around, start here, and go over this way. Yeah. So they're just following the course till they get there. Fair enough. I have to say, the new version of Courseplay for all... I think there's a few things that are maybe a little... Like the saving thing. For me, putting it into a folder, saving the course, and then switching the course back on and activating, I think that could be tidied up a bit. But I think they'll nail that at some point. They're focusing on the kind of big ticket items still, aren't they? I love these... Hendrik, I love these Polish style maps. Yeah, small fields. Yeah. Yeah, narrow lanes. If you could load the course through the mini hub. Yeah, it would be nice to just switch it on and off through here, wouldn't it? I bet you that'll come at some point. Nick Stegman, shoot with your question. How do you get that mini hub? HUD. I use delete to switch it on and off, but if you go into here and you go to gamepad friendly HUD, turn that off. So if I turn that on now and go back here, it gives you this one, which is in essence the same stuff, but I actually think that one's a little bit nicer. In fact, if I close that, there you go. Now it will give me that one only, unless I go back into here and turn on deactivate gamepad. So that to me says, well, I did think maybe they are going to release it for console in the future, but actually I was just thinking then it'll be for PC players who use a gamepad and don't want to switch between keyboard and mouse and gamepad. Yes, or right mouse button. I disable that because I always hit my right mouse button and end up in a quandary. Tactical Farmer, how you doing, buddy? How's things? Yeah, we were just driving before. So basically, from here, your farmyard, up to, what did we think it was? Here? Was about between a 4 and 5 minute drive. And then you zoom out, and there's your whole map. So it's about 25 minutes at 75 miles an hour from top to bottom or left to right. So there we go. Todd Templar, so it's PMC aka Snake Man. He is indeed. No, I don't. Yeah, I think you're right, Daze. That was me getting excited. But reality is, yeah, it's just for controller players on PC, I think. Finally, I use helicopters. Deportiva, how you doing? Nice to see you. Jeff's impressed. It's pretty good, isn't it, Jeff? We do think. We were saying that last night. Snake and I were chatting last night, and we genuinely think it is a world first. That this is the biggest one we've seen by a country mile. FSG said courseplays come to console. It must be true. What have I said? I'm gonna have to post that vid again. Jared, how you doing? Mega is the word. I think that's a brilliant summation of what this is. It kind of beggars belief. And it runs so well. It genuinely runs. My only issue is you can't get close enough. So you can't zoom in and pick a vehicle because literally they're all buried on top of each other. Now, while they're running, actually, do you know what I'll do? Because there's something that we did want to talk about, wasn't it? PMC, in terms of one of the challenges, I think, with having a map this big again and textures and things like that, is, let me load up. I'm going to get the new... Class Lexion 8000 that came. Do you see this came out today in the mod hub? Really nice combine. Anybody who wants to recolor it in cat colors, by all means, give me a shout. And maybe put some bigger bins. It's only got the base bin size on it, but it looks the business. Yes, Jeff, this is actually going to be pushed live after the stream by Snake Man himself, so keep your eyes peeled. The link to his site is in the description, so you can grab that and have a look at it. I always do this. Look at that combine. Is that not tidy? What's that? The mother bin ahead of you, skunk? The blue and white one, or the bin set up behind? That's the base game one, isn't it? It's the base game 16 million litre one. Look how clean that combine. That is a nice combine. The hopper is only I think it's only 18,000. That's what makes it a little bit frustrating. Something like a 25k on this would be the business. Yeah, 18,000 litres maxed. So it would be nice to get a slightly bigger one. The big one in the parking lot. That's a base game, skunk. You can pick that up. Well, so that's the other thing with this. You know, when you look at some of the map sizes, 1 gig, 1.5 gig. Now, obviously, not a lot of stuff in it, like trees and stuff that bump the size up and buildings. But it's definitely, like, for it to be 73 meg for a map of this size is nuts. Ah, forward! Look what we're doing. You'll appreciate, you'll enjoy this. Oh, I'm going to have to find it out. Look what I'm running. 5 Seahawks with 5 tankers behind them. We're on it. They've closed up a bit now, haven't they? Tim Christian, after this stream, you will be able to get this map, yes. And it is, like, I will just clarify, just to avoid PMC getting loads of people grumbling. This is not a map as in a polished, finished, all completed. This is the terrain. This was a test. This was a scientific study, if you will, to see how big a map you could actually get in FarmSim. What was the capability? And that's what he's achieved here. This is a 45 kilometer. What did Archie say? 2025 kilometers in total. This map. And this is what he's come up with. So things like textures aren't really weird. Field boundaries aren't set up for a lot of it. That wasn't the aim of this. Was to build a complete map. It was to test just how well and how big you could go. And you know, look at this. All right, we're down at 50 frames a second. But 50 frames a second on a map this big, with the amount of equipment we're running, I think everything's ground to a halt because of the distances we've got between stuff. Am I right? Is it like a 10x? No, it's bigger than that. What would it be, guys? Why have we stopped? .45, so 45 kilometers. 45 kilometers that way, and 45 kilometers that way. So to drive from that point there to that point there, I would say is about, we think about 24, 25 minutes. No, we should have, we're good for seed. I think what we've got now, problem now, is I've got these convoys maybe up too high. So let's drop these back down. Let's do 200. I'm going to have to go through all of them. Oh, he's off on a little... here's my problem. He got himself a little bit stuck. And he switched himself off. So when one of them switches off, they all switch off. There we go, that was what it was missing. He got himself concertinaed up, and that had got everybody else confused. Yeah, we're running again now. There we go. Job's a good one. Apart from them, why aren't they running now? Courseplay doesn't like articulated. No, it's still a little bit of an issue with Courseplay, although they've run pretty well, to be fair. They have run pretty well. I'll put that back now. Let's put that back up to 350 because it was okay there. Constant management of your crew. A 506 times map. That's right, Derek. Yeah, I'm gonna need a bigger seeder days. Forward egg. Oh, he's stuck as well. Is he stuck? And what's going on here? Just trying to reverse. Never try and reverse. What are you doing trying to reverse? That view is more insane than anything you would see on Welker Farms. And larger than reality. I'm gonna have to convince yeah, somebody's on the source. Turn it off and turn it on again. It's like a PC, right? It is as well, look at that. He's still running. He's still running. He's still running. That was quite a nice shot, that, wasn't it? Look. He's reversing again. How much memory is FS using on my PC at the moment? What's the easiest way to show you that? Down. Quickly. It shouldn't be too acute an angle. It's all waypoints. So that's the headland course. So why is he not following his route down here? Is he I wonder if he's got himself confused with the headland again. What happens if I pop this here? Because he should just be running down to where the... Uh-oh. What have I done? What have I done? I'm going to give him a helping hand. So there's our centre guy. So he's one left, so he should just be running. That's our headland course. And here's our next course. So I should be able to go to here. And hit the go button. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's interesting. For some reason he wasn't starting until he was triggered. And they're running back there now. Just need a little helping hand, didn't he? Just needed a little birthday. Now he's going to loop around again. Of course he is. Oh no, he's not. I thought he was going to do a full loop there. I wonder if the distances are just too much. Don't forget to save... Eric, I'm not saving anything because it takes about 20 minutes for it to... It doesn't take that. It takes about 2 or 3 minutes. But Farmer Hamish, thank you for hanging out, mate. That is much appreciated. So there we go. John Deere, centre's running nicely there. So I'm assuming straight after that the other Versatile will join us. Right, we're looking good. I should be able to... There's an overlay actually on... you won't be able to see this, but I should be able to run performance. Here we go. 43% of my GPU utilization, and I'm on a 2080. There we go. CPU utilization is at 20%. GPU is running at 63 degrees. Everything's pretty sensible, if I'm being honest. And we're still running it. Oh, I've dropped right down now to 30 frames per second now. I wonder if that's because the courseplay thing is up. Let me turn that off. No, we're still down at 30. That's the first time we've been down this low. It's been sitting at 60 for a while, so... does FS22 use all of your CPU cores thread? Now, I don't know it. It uses more than the one that it did in the past. RAM usage. Let's have a look at RAM usage. RAM usage... it's not. This is just an Nvidia overlay, so it's not giving me. It's not giving me tons of. Not giving me tons of usage info. Hang on a second. No, I'm not seeing it. Just have to. Oh, he's turning now. Yeah, I should get some more monitoring tools for something like this. Yeah, to be fair, we're asking courseplay to do a lot here as well, aren't we? So, but they're running well. Right, we're going to leave them to it, because I was just about to get in and have a bit of fun. The dog has arrived. Have a bit of fun in this combine. Let's get unfolded. MSI after I do have MSI Afterburner actually. I just haven't got it turned on. 2 cores and 4 threads. Yeah, I didn't think it was everything. Power it up. And this is something PMC was telling me the other day, is actually see what's happening there. It actually takes more of the headland because of the fact we've had to expand the texture so much that you're almost stretching the texture. Watch the hat if the dog's there. Yeah, I know. She's sleeping. She's tired. But it still runs pretty well. I mean, you can see it chunking out. It actually reminds me of... I used to do that in multiplayer on FS19, didn't it? If it got lagged down with stuff. Oh, he's done the nice spreading, chopping thing at the end. Your hat, Scorp. I actually have... I'm working on something. It might be why the channel's been a bit quiet the last few weeks. I have been working on something which hopefully I'll be able to tell you a little bit more about in the next week or so, if I can find some time to get it finished. So again, just size of this field. I think this is roughly the same size as number 1. A little bit smaller, a little bit narrower. But you could run a whole, you could run 6 combines through here, or 5. When does that start happening, the 6 kilometers have that problem? No. Well, I'm going to have to make a class sim dashboard now for this combine. This is now my new favourite combine. I actually think the class screens are kind of ugly though. Am I allowed to say that? Derek Aylers, thank you very much for the sub, my friend. Look at that covering my face. I need to fix that, don't I? I moved my camera tonight so you could see stuff in the menu, and then I've not actually done anything in the menu. But this is nice. This is nice. Like I said, just needs to be in North American cat colours. FSG branded tablets with SimDash preloaded. Like it. I did start a new farmer mode, Chris. I just fired up the map. Exactly that, Derek. It's PMC will explain here that you basically, the terrain map for this should be 32,000 pixels. But because of the size of it, it crashes Giants Editor. If you could get it into Giants Editor and save it down, I think it would run in the game okay. But you can't even get it that far. So you're kind of really pushing right on the boundary of the limitations of the game. I should probably put some... Glenn Roberts, thank you for the sub, my friend. Much appreciated. Look at this. So you get this chunking. See how you've got this very concertine. You see it on the roads as well. It's just because the textures are really low, in essence, low res. I think PMC, the Snake Man described it really well the other day. He said, you imagine watching a YouTube video at 360 DPI. That's in essence what you're doing. Fusion Simulations, that is indeed a Minnesota Gophers hat. Yes. It is indeed. Let's auto with that. Let's turn the lines on. And off we go. Should have put headland management on as well. So it is. This is really it. Alberto, I agree. It is very, very clever. Found the limit of your game. It's not big enough. So yes, only in this size, this gamer guy, because it's absolutely massive. PMC have got some smaller terrains. They've got a nice 10k terrain. In fact, we might just jump in a little minute before the end of the stream and just have a look at the 10k terrain, because that feels a little more complete. But you've got, I mean, the fields are nutty how big they are. Really, really crazy. I need a, get me a University of Texas hat. I'll swap you. Scorp, you get me one of them, I'll get you a FarmSim guy one. Luniton, so 20 by 20 would be max if you want to keep the precision. I think you'd need to be lower than that. PMC will tell us actually. Oh look, my combine is full. I have run run that far and my combine is full. Love it. Does it affect your performance a lot, or does it play well? It plays really smooth. So look, there we go. 50 FPS. Smooth, and that's me sprinting, moving about. No frame drops, no stuttering. It's pretty solid for what it does. Correct that the 32,000 pixels max for the edit. No, it's the size that you need for a map of this size, Derek. So you could go bigger than that if the Giants Editor could handle it. So, right, let's go and have a look at some of the other, just the sell points. Or are we just going to go for a bit of a fly? So we could fly from. So let's visit here. So you've got some. Yeah, so PMC, right? You helped it with his latest map. You provided the DEM for him, didn't you? Nothing to do with North Dakota, but his current map that he's working on. He's, I think he's worked with PMC to build, or at least get the terrain. But we've got these plates here. These basically open-ended yards where you can build whatever you want. So there's quite a few of these dotted around the map. Nice big open plan areas, and I think there's a few. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Do I have player smooth? Not installed, mate. No. I wish I did know. There you go. There's another one. There's another one just over there. You can see the size of it though. Just nuts. It's so good. So it would be nice to be able to find a way of ramping up the... Because I think, like I said, I think the game would handle it. It would handle the higher reses. I think it would do fine with them. Just it's actually Giants Editor's limiting you now, isn't it? Snake Man. fly over here. Ah, there you go. Farmland buy all. There we go. Bought all the farmland. Surely that's cheating. We can't do that. That's cheating. So, yeah, look, here you go. So it's split into quite big sections. You can buy individual fields like this if you want to. So there you go, 800,000, 700,000, or you can buy blocks. So there's field 1. So you bought that as 2 million for field 1 on its own, and then you buy this block of land which I bought after that, which is a mere 86 million. $86 million. Let's just come out of there. Ah, there we go. We've got all our maps now. Oh, I hate that you can't visit some of these. Very annoying. I want to visit. I want to visit. Give me visiting rights. Why don't they let you visit bins? Very annoying. Well, we're here now. We'll be able to see this one. Actually, I've got extra settings in. Additional settings. Can I change my speed of my custom lighting? Should we turn calms than lighting on? There we go. It's loading in. We've gone to one with no... we've gone to one with nothing on it. Fuel, there you go. Fuel bins. A few small bins. Where's our nearest sell point? Let's find one chunky sell point. It's an empty one. Typical. Right, let's find... There we go. That looks good. It looks like we've got something in our favour here. Is a 6 kilometre considered a 3x? Yes, basically, Todd. So a base game map, which people refer to as a 1x, or a standard size map, is 2 kilometres by 2 kilometres square. So a 4x is 4 kilometres by 4 kilometres. Oh no, so yeah, no, a 3x. Yeah, no, that would be right. That would be right. Oh, there we go. We've got some of Trailer Park Farms sheds and stuff. So there's your bins. The big sheds. Deer Creek is 4x. No, Deer Creek is a 2x. It's a standard size map. So we've got fuel point, sheds. Can't beat a TPF shed. I know, the map sizing. So he that's one of the things he said to me. He goes, ignore that 2x, 4x nonsense. Just do it in kilometres. And I think that's the point. You know, you can build at any kilometre width. Doesn't like to play in X's. Let's go and see what our tractors are doing. They all look like they're static. Ah! It's our last one getting confused with the one passing. Lewis, this map will be, or this terrain, not a map, it's not a map. Just for the avoidance of doubt, this terrain will be out at the end of the stream. Never trust. It always happens on headlands. You have to brute force reverse it. Just get bits of the crop just to get out of his way. There we go. Nearest waypoint. Let's just turn him back on, shall we? Wait a second. Yeah, they just stopped for lunch, hadn't they? Michael Cry said, no, Michael, unfortunately not. It's just literally the resolution of the map won't allow the textures to be any larger. Snake Man has tried, and it crashed Giants Editor. Because we're absolutely pushing the boundaries of what FS22 can do here. This is extreme. I wonder if that other John Deere was doing. Oh, he switched on. He switched on. Got another incident here as well. I believe we do. I'll leave you for 5 minutes. This is what happens. Left one will help you around the corner here, and then you can get back on with your business. Would hard highways? Yes, you could lay hard highways in, definitely. Like I said, this is not designed to be a finished, completed map. This is very much a test terrain. So it hasn't got. It's not a polished, finished map. It was an attempt to see how big you could push the map. See how big you could push Giants Editor. And I would say it's been a success. I am going to look at the 10K. Yes. Everybody's running again now. So what I'll do, I will save this. So we're talking among yourselves for a few seconds while we go and look at the 10 times save game. Give it a minute. Sugar beet damnation. But yes, Jeff, you could. I think there's already a couple of prefab type road things that you could drop in if you want to. Trans Am for FPS, I've been sitting around anything between 60 and about, I think the lowest it got to was 30, and that was running 5 Seedhawks and having the full courseplay course up. So very good actually. Thought the FPS was very good. I wasn't going to save this after the stream. It's one of those I just thought I'd fire it up, give it a go, and then leave it alone. And now I actually think I might come back and have a look at it again in the future. Right? Yes, we do want to quit for now, and we will load up another one. Saving content simulator. Right, bear with me a second, because it's doing that classic where it quits to desktop, because I've probably got some shonky mods in. I've got so much stuff in my test folder at the moment, it's not ideal. Right, here we go. Let's go with Farm Manager. Let's go to a red, white, and blue 10K with every single mod I've got installed. Is that why it quits the desktop as a mod? Yes, Todd. It's usually a mod. Usually a random mod. Or sometimes I sometimes get the crash error. Way back at the beginning, we knew which mod it was as well, and now it's there's too many out there. No worries, Eric. Is that you off? Is there a way to see which? No, I don't think so. Ah, there you go. Power tools. Dazed has sorted it. Oh dear, I turned Terraform on. Didn't mean to do that. So there's our shop. There's our start equipment. And again, same principle applies really here. The Elm Creek water tower. Zoom out from here. It's on a grid. Again, not all of the fields have been laid out yet, but we've got some smaller fields here and then some chunky big fields up here. So, for example, let's go and have a look at field. Let's turn this on, field 5. So these are actually semi-sensible sized fields. You could get away with them. Something nice about this that you could start off slightly small and build up. There'd be quite a good challenge map, this. And then if you go to your bigger stuff over here, let's teleport to 25, shall we? And turn on power tools. These are bigger, much bigger fields. But again, performance-wise, 38, 40, and this has got a few more things on it, but smoother, consistent. There you go, up to 45 now. Eric, I'm going to treat that comment with the contempt it deserves. There we go. Well, look, we're up in the 50s now for frame rate. Nicely laid out little farms here. They're good, very good. So yeah, loads of scope here. Again, some of your field boundaries don't exist. Now, somebody's used courseplay more than me recently. Can you set your own field boundaries now in 22? Or are we still waiting for that as a function? Nice straight roads. It's an auto-drive dream, this one. An auto-drive dream. You can. So there you go. So even the fields, so something like... Well, let's do this one here. Let's spawn in a tractor. And set a field boundary, shall we? This will be fun, because I've not done this before yet with 22. Hence the reason you lot haven't got a tutorial on it. Because I would feel a bit of a con man trying to tell you how to do it, not knowing how to do it myself. So. The classic. Sometimes get this. If you've got flight mode on, you can't get in your tractor. There we go. You can draw on the map in the menu. Wait, what? That interests me. How do I do that? Thank you, Fusion. Yes, there's the link to PMC's site. You can also... it's in the description as well. Open up with the mouse, stop and... J. You have to be in a certain... create a job first, okay. Ah, draw custom field, there you go. No, that is clever, I like that. It's maybe a little bit inaccurate, but... Save custom field, what are we going to call it? CP1, yes, there we go. How about that? How about that? Now, create a job. It's only giving me go-to as an option, that's interesting. Make it one big field. No implement, that'll be it, won't it? That'll be it. I can't do anything because I haven't got an implement. I think we have to get a 3-meter cultivator, don't we? A staple of FarmSim. No tool attached, U-tool. Well, remember the old days in courseplay where you could just drive around a field if you did it. Right. Create job. Courseplay fieldwork. First waypoint. Course generator. Generate fieldwork course. Look at that! It's even fixed the boundary of the... Wait a minute, it's sensed it. Wait a minute. Oh, I don't have access, I don't own it. Okay, fine, I'll buy it. $113,000. Bargain. Margaret, look away now. Oh, it's 500. No, it's not. I thought I had enough now. There we go. Got enough now. Don't tell Margaret. Just has to have field definitions. So the defs are in, but we don't have a number against it. So, with that in mind, let's try another one without drawing the board around it. Let's just have a little test here. There we go. With a... $2.5 meter cultivator. What's a few zeros between? Exactly. So as long as the field's defined, that's interesting. As long as you're not saving a lot of... But even if you are saving courses, if you remember which field it was, you could actually give them names, couldn't you? It's quite nice. So, in here... This is this nice new thing where it identifies the boundary, doesn't it? Look at that! I love that boundary identifier. Start job. No, actually generate a course, you clown. Cancel job. Still got to generate a field course. There we go, create job. Courseplay fieldwork, open course generator, generate fieldwork course. Come back out, start job. I like that a lot. Days, take care my friend. Much appreciated. Alex Bess is getting abused by Nightbot again. Grey Devil, nice to see you, mate. How are you? There we go. I've got my right click on my mouse set up now, so I like that a lot. Though, actually, some of those, all of those fields on the big map, can you believe it, Alex? You got pulled up again. There you go. One extreme to the other. 85 foot to 2.5 meters, indeed. There we go. So, there you go. A little bit of an insight into the world of Mr. PMC, or Snake Man. Like I said, he's going to put the new map live, the new terrain live, straight after the stream here. So you can go and grab it and have a play with it. Like I said, don't expect a fully polished, finished map. It's going to be very much a test, but I tell you what, just driving around and getting your head around how big it is impressive. And who knows, who knows where the future will take it. We'll see. But it's brilliant work, and I just love the kind of whole science behind testing it and seeing what it can do. So thank you all very much for joining. There's been a lot of you on tonight, so thank you very, very much for that. If you can hit the like button on the way out, if you haven't already, that would be very much appreciated. But, yeah, there you go. A 2,000 square kilometre map. Never thought we'd see that in FarmSim. So, from me for now, take care, have a lovely rest of your weeks, and I will see you all again very soon. PMC, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you, mate. Brilliant work. Love to see what you're doing with stuff. So, well played indeed. And I will see you all again very soon. Take care. I'll see you again. Bye for now.